These are the most overdone tattoos in the tattoo industry. However, it is from a tattoo artist perspective. So for whatever reason, these types of videos are absolutely raking in views on YouTube. Firstly, I thought, what the fuck? But secondly, I thought, do you know what? I want my very piece of that view pie. So here we are. Do you know, I may even use the same thumbnails. Now, don't look at me like that with those judgmental eyes thinking, old Ravage is sold out. I see you. So before you skip this intro, done. And subscribe for added sex appeal. Some on this list I'm sure you'll have seen before, and you've definitely seen them out in the wild, but I have included in this list some that I think you won't have seen before. Now I will say, do not let this video put you off. Get the tattoo that you want to get. I have some of the tattoos that are mentioned in this list. They are popular for a reason. So if you want it, go out and get it. You know some moron's gonna skip that section and is gonna write a little comment saying,
get the tattoos that you want. Who's this dickhead?
guaranteed. So first up we have the praying hands, usually accompanied by rosary beads. Yes, rosary, not rosemary. And a cross. But just the hands in general. Fun fact, one of the first tattoos that I ever did was praying hands with clouds around. And fun fact, I actually added some script and I spelt the script wrong. However, it was fixable, okay? I just missed a letter off the end. Now let me tell you this, when I got that message through saying that I had spelt it wrong, oh my god, my stomach absolutely dropped. I was mortified. And if it was a spelling mistake, like in the actual word, not at the end of it, I would have not had a freaking clue on what to do. Praying hands were super popular around 15 years ago, and they are still going strong today. What would this list be without the ever popular lion and crown? This is a tattoo that's generally significant with the young bucks. I would say probably between 17 and 23. The tattoo signifies strength and some like leadership quality somewhere, but I'm kind of guessing if you're on the younger side of things, like 18, a lion is like king of the jungle. Therefore you getting the tattoo means you're like king of the fucking humans or something. I don't know. I kind of guess it's just more of an ego thing. I seriously cannot tell you how many different variations of lions and crowns I have done. I have exhausted all lion and crown reference on Google. I am on AI for that shit. Now while we're on popular ones, these two things are popular by themselves, but when they are put together, whoo, absolute banger. And that is the rose and pocket watch. Now roses do accompany a pocket watch very well, and to be honest, I do have a soft spot for this tattoo. I have absolutely no idea why I do, because I hate doing it, but I do have a soft spot for it. But you know the drill. I can pretty much guarantee that the time on the watch is the time that a child was born, and it is usually with the date of birth and maybe a name. Now personally, I think that having script in this type of tattoo can ruin it, so if you are gonna have script going through, just be careful. Now I will say that you shouldn't come to me for this. I am completely sold out of pocket watch and rose combinations. I seriously do not know when stock is arriving. I've been on the blower to the delivery company. I'm pretty sure that it has been lost in transit. Next on Overdone tattoos is the skull tattoo. Now I am not gonna say much about skull tattoos. I fucking love them. If I could tattoo a skull every single day for the rest of my career, I'd be more than happy. I seriously love tattooing them. I love everything about them, the way they look, everything. But they are insanely popular. Next up is another animal, that being the wolf, a symbolic pack leader, a tattoo to say, Fuck around and find out, especially if it's a snarling wolf. Or if you don't want to go down that route, significant to somebody that has been through some struggles and come through the other end absolutely bossed. Now, I do love doing wolf tattoos, but they are slowly becoming the new lion, if not took over it. Next up, we have quote tattoos, specifically with younger females, but females in general. Now, the quote generally has some significant meaning to that person that they can relate to. It's usually like women's like independence quotes or strength like in women or something like that. I don't think that I have ever done a quote like this on anyone other than a female. Now we have the gap filler of all gap fillers, clouds. More specifically, bum clouds. Popular in religious sleeve tattoos, people do love their bum clouds. Now, if you don't know what a bum cloud is, it is basically a cloud that goes like this. Alright? And you put two together and it looks like a bum. But like I said, they are generally used for gap fillers, but it is an easy day for the artist. Now, if you want to get super technical with it, then you can add light rays. Now, this one's on the rise, and that is Nordic/Viking tattoos. I am getting more and more people ask for this style of tattooing. I love it, man. Like, I have got this style of tattooing on the back of my head. I've got runes going across the back that spells my daughter's name. I genuinely love this style of tattooing, but it is starting to become more mainstream. I wouldn't say we're at the point of overdone yet, but it's on its way. This one. These ones honestly just won't fuck off. They just keep cropping up, just coming and coming and coming. And that is football badges. I genuinely don't see a need to have the football badge. For the American viewers, soccer. And you lucky so-and-sos, you probably won't get them. But over in the UK, as you know, football is pretty big, and the badge is pretty much always on a 40 plus something on the back of his calf or over his heart. Oh, so cute. Now, did you think that we would have a list and not include the Zeus tattoo? Which I've been told the popular one isn't actually Zeus, it's Poseidon. Now, I don't know, but you add lightning, you've got yourself a Zeus. And if you don't add lightning, well then you've just got a statue. Popular TV portraits, your Walter Whites, your Dexters, your Sons of Anarchy, all that jazz. And, guilty as charged, Your Honour, Walter White on the leg. Now, I am a massive fan of shows like this, and I know a lot of you guys are, and what better way to commemorate that show by having a tattoo of your favourite character. But let me just put this into context. Breaking Bad was first released in 2008. It is going on 20 years old, and Walter White tattoos are just as popular as ever. It is a testament to the show. I'm not gonna lie, it's a real testament to the show. That's just how good the show is. But they are getting overdone. And finally, drum roll please. I'm shit at drums. We have the lily flower, which quickly took the spot of the lotus flower. Very popular with the female population, and it is generally to signify like somebody's mum or a past loved one or something like that. But they are also a very popular tattoo when it comes to mandala and dotwork designs. Now, we have some honourable mentions, but if you made it this far and you aren't subscribed, you've made it through this far of the video. Clearly, I'm providing you with something. So hit that subscribe button, like the video. Subscribers, legends as always. Now, the first honourable mention is the only God can judge me. It's been a while, but I know people still get this. Back in the day, this type of tattoo was usually gotten by the fuckboys, who used to wear the low-cut, V-neck, tight as fuck baby gap t-shirts. That way, when said fuckboys were out on the pole looking for their new venture, you could see the "only God could judge me" going right across that chest. And to them, this also signified the "I'm odd and I would knock you out." But realistically, you just looked like a twat. Finally, the next honourable mention is small little flowers with like names in stems. And if you don't get a name in a stem, then it's definitely a name in an infinity symbol. But if you really wanted to push the boat out, what you'd have is you'd have the little flower with the name in the stem, and then you'd have, get this, the flowers on the top transitioning into little birds flying off. I know, right? But guys, it's that time of the video. It's time to say goodbye. I love you all dearly. I will see you all in the next one. If you are new around here, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and do not forget to drop a comment. Let me know what overdone tattoos you have seen that generally not mentioned. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Muchest love.